Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to PTI. In this episode, Carlos Beltran gets traded to the Giants, and we name the NBA's most underrated player. Let's start off with MLB trades. Carlos Beltran got traded to the Giants yesterday for top prospect Zach Wheeler and a few other players. And in other baseball news, Colby Rasmus was traded to Toronto for Edwin Jackson and Octavio Dotel in a 3-team, 8-player trade. Also, Kosuke Fukudome was traded to the Indians. Now, we're going to talk about the Carlos Beltran trade. What do you think about this trade?
Well, I feel it was a great trade for the Giants. The World Series champions are building for another World Series run. They had another power outfielder with Cody Ross. And I feel down the stretch with these two guys, there's no way they can be beat.
I actually disagree. I think although the Mets will pay the rest of the salary of Beltran's contract, I think they gave up too much. Like, they had to give up top pitching prospect Zach Wheeler for only 2 months of Beltran. So I think they should have made a more minor move. Like the Red Sox were thinking about getting like just a right-handed hitter, not going for Beltran because they would have to give up too much. So I think this trade was a mistake. So now we're going to move on to the NBA. We're going to ask a question that our viewers have sent in. Who is the most underrated player in the NBA? Buy or sell, LaMarcus Aldridge is the most underrated player in the NBA.
I'm going to have to sell LaMarcus Aldridge. While he may be great in the regular season, he has not had playoff success just yet. He's young and improving, but there are many more guys more deserving than Aldridge is.
Like who?
Such as Zach Randolph of the Memphis Grizzlies. With star player Rudy Gay out in the first round last year. As a number 8 seed, the Memphis Grizzlies stunned the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. Randolph put up huge numbers, and it showed he could come through in the clutch.
Well, the problem with the Portland Trailblazers is they had no support. Roy was still problematic with his knees. They didn't have any support. LaMarcus Aldridge had too much put on his shoulders. But with Memphis, they had plenty of support players. Like Tony Allen stepped up defensively, put some offense in there. Mike Conley Jr. played great for them. You had Sam Young stepping up, and you had Marc Gasol playing great as ever since he's got traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. So I disagree with you. All right, now we're gonna move on to the NFL. Another question: Who will be the most surprising team this coming year in the NFL?
Well, I have to say Detroit Lions. They drafted a running back, Mikel LaSure, who's got a great NFL future. They also obtained defensive tackle Nick Fairley from the University of Auburn, who's looking great at defensive tackle. Him and Sue are going to be a force to be reckoned with for the up-and-coming years of football.
Well, I actually think it's going to be the Miami Dolphins as the most surprised team this year. They had just traded for Reggie Bush. This breaking news story right now. Reggie Bush was traded to the Miami Dolphins, and I think he'll be really good there since it really wasn't working out in New Orleans, but now he's gotten a new start. He's paired up with Brandon Marshall because he could catch passes and he can also run. I could see Miami trying to get another running back, maybe another wide receiver to go along with Marshall, but they also need to find a quarterback. But I think they'll end up finding it in the free agent, and I think they're going to surprise everyone except the Patriots because I think Miami will get the wild card. And that's all the time we have. Good night, everyone. For Zach Weiss, I'm Landon Comashane. Good night, Canada.